In the small town of Blackwood, Oregon, there was a hotel everyone avoided. It was called the Red Hollow Inn. It stood beside an old highway that most GPS systems didn't even recognize anymore. Truck drivers, late-night travelers, and lost tourists sometimes stopped there, only because there was no other place for miles. But locals knew one rule: never stay in room 613. No one knew exactly why. The hotel had changed owners many times, and every owner tried to erase that room from the map. But somehow, it always came back. 1. The journalist. Ethan Cole was a freelance journalist who specialized in unsolved mysteries and abandoned places. His YouTube channel was growing fast, but he needed something big, something truly terrifying. When he heard about room 613, he knew this was it. According to rumors, people who slept in that room received a phone call at 3:13 a.m. After that, they were never the same. Some disappeared, some were found dead, some came back, but not fully human. Ethan didn't believe in ghosts. He believed in stories, and stories made views. 2. The hotel manager's warning. The hotel manager was an old woman named Mrs. Grady. Her eyes looked tired, not from age, but from knowing too much. When Ethan asked for room 613, her hand froze on the register. "You don't want that room," she said quietly. "I do," Ethan replied. "No, you think you do." She leaned closer and whispered, "If you hear the phone ring at night, don't answer it." Ethan smiled. "That's exactly why I'm here." She gave him the key, but her hands were shaking. 3. The room. Room 613 was at the end of a long, dark hallway. The air felt heavier there. The room itself looked normal. Old bed, small TV, a dusty window, and an old black telephone on the side table. Ethan set up his camera. "Tonight, we test the legend of room 613, he said to his viewers. He laughed, but deep inside, something about that phone made his skin crawl. 4. 3:12 a.m. Ethan tried to sleep, but the room felt wrong. Too quiet. No wind, no insects, no distant cars, just silence. Then his phone clock changed, 3:12 a.m. His heart started beating faster. He stared at the black telephone. "Come on," he whispered, "do something." 3:13 a.m. The phone rang. Not loud, not normal. It sounded wet, like something breathing through it. Ethan's body went cold. He remembered the warning, but he was a journalist. He picked it up. "Hello?" At first, only breathing. Then a voice. "You're in my room." Ethan laughed nervously. "Very funny. Who is this?" The voice replied, "You're in my bed. You're using my eyes. You're next." The line went dead. The first vision. Suddenly, the room changed. The walls looked older. The mirror was cracked. The bed was covered in dark stains. Ethan looked down at his hands. They weren't his. They were burned. He saw flashes, fire, people screaming, a man trapped in this room, the door locked from outside. Then, everything returned to normal. Ethan collapsed to the floor, breathing heavily. This is some kind of hallucination, he told himself, but his camera was still recording, and the footage showed something else. The footage. On the video screen, Ethan was still standing in the middle of the room, but behind him, there was another man, a burned man, smiling. The second call. The phone rang again, 3:33 a.m. Ethan didn't want to answer, but his hand moved on its own. "Hello?" The voice said, "I died here in 1973. They locked me inside. I burned, and now I live in the ones who answer." Ethan screamed. "This isn't real." The voice whispered, "Check the mirror." Ethan turned. The mirror showed someone else. The burned man was standing where Ethan should be, and Ethan was standing behind him in the reflection. The truth. The phone spoke one last time. This room doesn't kill people, it replaces them. Every person who stays becomes the next face, and now you are mine. Ethan felt his body going numb. His memories started fading. His name, his past, his life, all being erased. Morning. The next morning, Mrs. Grady opened room 613. A man was sitting on the bed. He looked normal. He smiled. "Good morning. I'm Ethan Cole. I'm a journalist." But in the mirror, for just a second, his reflection was burned and smiling. 3 days later, a young couple checked into the hotel. The man at the desk, Ethan, gave them a key, room 613, and when the clock reached 3:13 a.m., the phone rang again.